every time a new batch comes in, basically the seniors always say, oh, those things like to appear on the first night, the first week.
Okay.
To say hi. This is what I heard. And also part of before what I heard, I actually experienced this. So every time a batch comes in, we all have this orientation session by the cafe. So what happened was all the seniors would actually sit at the front row and then make all the juniors like dance, sing, make a fool out of themselves, part of the orientation. So it's an ice-breaking session basically. So halfway through, I was thinking like, oh, I need to go and get a packet of smokes of cigarettes from my room because one of my friends left it there. So I said, hey, I need to go and pass it to him. So what I did was, I was walking back and on the way to my room, there's this big tree, like really, really old tree, and all the seniors always say, hey, don't look up, got things standing there. So for me, it was like, I'm not gonna look but obviously I'm not gonna be like scared because I'm telling myself, don't look. You're gonna get more scared the more you think about it. So I just bought Bodo walk. So as I was walking, approaching the house, I saw this.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Would you call it? Yeah, it's like a palm tree, like a small palm tree just outside the house. And next to the palm tree, it was those rack that can fold up. So there was one of those outside my house, next to the tree, and there were only 3 pieces of clothing next to it, from what I clearly remember till today. One blue shirt, one white shirt, and pants. So the pants was on the other side, on the furthest part, whereas it was the tree, the white shirt, and then the blue shirt. So as I was walking, there was no wind, nothing. The leaves on the tree were not even moving. The blue shirt was stationary, and then the white shirt started moving, and then it just started like, it's as if I'm just swinging it like that, So the whole thing just started swinging violently. But I don't know what was I thinking. Instead of turning around and running back that way, I decided to run into the house, pick up the packet of cigarettes for my friend, and run back out. That was that night for me. But then I heard later on, that night itself, the house in front of my place, those fellas that stayed in there, they had a weird encounter that night where one of the rooms is actually locked. They heard someone inside a locked room, locked from outside, scratching inside, and they heard children inside the room running around. Another one was, what happened was, I was sitting in my room, topless, playing with my tablet back then, sitting there hot very hot. Then it was now a different house. My housemate, who stayed next door to my room, he likes to sleep with the lights off, in his room. For me, that's fine, but the hall, the living room, what we always do is we keep the lights on. We like to keep it on because it's kind of eerie when the lights are off. So, and one of my friends, he went to consult with one of the temples back in his hometown. He said, yeah, just keep the lights on better You can turn your room lights off, but the hall, just keep it on. So one night, this fella, my friend, who normally keeps the light on with me, he decided, he's gonna go out, go have a teh tarik with his friends next door to our compound. And the one who's staying next to my room, for some weird reason, he decided time to turn off the lights. Then I said, oi, why turn off the lights? Because my room door is open. I like to keep my room door open before I sleep, Then I know what's going on outside. Just when I'm about to sleep, I'll just close it. Come on, man, just shut it for once. Then, okay, he decided to shut it. I was still in my room, brightly lit, playing with my tablet. And then all of a sudden, I can hear him go and jump on his bed because I can hear the mattress go, eh. And then all of a sudden, I heard this, in Malay, they call it mengilai. So I heard this laughter, like damn wicked laughter. Next, basically my room is here. This is my room. I mean, on this side. And next to it, after this, is already the outside. Because we have some really thin walls. And that laughter jumped from my room, next to his room, next to the next room, to the front of the house, next, and then it was like circling the house, and it was moving really, really fast. It's not humanly possible for it to move that kind of at that kind of speed, you know. Apparently, when that thing was making that sound, that person was actually passing by near the area, and he claims he has a third eye lah. He said he saw that thing jumping around. I don't know, but all I know that back at that time, 3 of us were in the house. The one was underneath blanket. 3 of us clearly heard the laughter. It was one of those midnight flights, KL to India. As I was flying there, nothing special, you know, just an ordinary flight. Everything was safe, you know, everyone was doing their job well, you know. Landed safely, decided, since we got a long turnaround to prepare the aircraft, captain decides, you know, he's gonna go down lah for a while. So he went down to, I don't know where he went, but he went down for a while lah. So I was doing my job as a co-pilot, preparing the aircraft, this and that. So after I was done preparing it, I decided, since we got a lot more time left on our hands, might as well go and do something lah, you know. So I decided check out what's going on in the cabin. Halfway through the cabin, I see a green color trash bag where the crew were throwing stuff in, all the waste they need to throw, they just put it in, then take it out of the aircraft. So as they were cleaning, they were at the back of the aircraft now this time. They were at the back, but the bag was in the middle. I see a mineral water bottle on the ground. I decided, why not throw it lah, help them out. So as I'm bending over, my head turns to the right. I see an old man sitting over the, like, not outside the aircraft, but in the aircraft next to me, you know. I panicked lah. I was like, whoa. I shouted, like, so I jumped over the trash bag in a state of panic. I knew that wasn't human lah. I was like, oh, I don't know. Look, he was not there anymore. Okay. Then the cabin crew came up to me, asked me, hey, what's going on? Then I said, I saw an old man there lah. Then they asked me, what does he look like? Actually, I was quite annoyed, like, what the hell kind of question is this? Why? Then they kept on going, like, no lah, really, what does he look like? I was like, okay lah, he had white hair, and then he was wearing an orangey red shirt. I didn't see his pants because all I saw was his upper body, and he was looking out. I did not see his face. Thank goodness I didn't see his face. So after I told them that, first thing they did was they looked at each other, and they were like, sounds like the same one we just saw just now. Then they all said, just now when we were getting ready to land, you know, we need to prepare the cabin. Don't you think it was a little bit slow for us to get report back saying that the cabin was ready? Then I said, yeah, why what's going on? Because it was really unusually long lah. And then they said, no, before, you know, we were supposed to get the cabin ready, we saw an old man and a young guy enter the toilet separately, and when the cabin was supposed to be prepared, the young guy came out, went back to his seat, but the old man never came out. But the door was locked. So we were trying to check lah, uncle, are you okay? Uncle, are you okay? Making sure that he's all fine. You know, there was no one answering. So they thought, you know, maybe he could have passed out, you know. So they called the senior cabin crew to come to the back, check on him. So they were like, uncle, we're gonna open the door, you okay? No answer. So they decided eventually they need to do it, right? So they told him, you know, or told whatever that was in there, I'm coming in, okay? They counted the 3, opened the door, no one was inside. It could be an explanation for this, where, you know, some people are unfortunate enough when, you know, in flight they have a medical emergency, they pass away. And it's not that if someone passes away, we can instantly land. Sometimes someone could be thought to be sleeping and they pass away. You know, by then it's too late. You know, that person could be gone for the last, you know, half an hour ago. No one knows. So it's not that every time there's a medical emergency, someone's going to attend to you straight away. Some people just pass away naturally on board without any signs. You know, there's no time for you to reach them. So I guess when things like that happen, their soul, you know, tends to linger around.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.